I tried to be successful today, and I was unsuccessful. I was successfully unsuccessful, and I count that as a success. We all know that it's not easy to be successful, so we need to be successfully unsuccessful on a daily basis in order to kind of check off success for the day. This is also important with regard to self-esteem. When I walked down the street, I want to feel successful. I want to have a certain swagger about me. Je ne sais quoi. I want people to believe that I am successful, even if I am successfully unsuccessful. It's all about your frame of mind. I used to walk the streets of France, the cobblestones, and I would enjoy the architecture. It seemed to have a kind of yellowish tincture to it. This was in Lyon, France. I was eating Nutella crepes and just enjoying the cobblestones, and I was not successful, but I was giving off the aura of being potentially successful one day. I wasn't concerned, but on the inside there was this gnawing sensation that I was meant for something more, that one day I would be successful, just not then. Little did I know it would take 2 decades for me to be successful in being unsuccessful, which is a step in the right direction. Okay, so for all of you people out there, all of you naysayers, negative Nancys, doomsday Daryls, you would just mock me. You don't even know where I've come from. How high and how hard I have had to climb. Thank you very much. The opposition I have faced in being successfully unsuccessful. I know what you're thinking. You're thinking that I'm just equivocating, that this is mere sophistry, but there was a period of time in my life where I wasn't even thinking about being successful. So at least now I'm trying to be successful, and I am successfully unsuccessful. Now don't get me saying that too much and too fast, or I won't be able to pronounce it successfully or unsuccessfully. And it will start sounding like other words that will get me in trouble with the powers that be. Now, I spend a lot of time, hours on end, sitting in my chair, thinking about how I can be successfully successful. I'm ready. Now, the universe may not be ready, but I am ready to graduate from being successfully unsuccessful to successfully successful. So what that entails is I just watch a lot of Facebook reels where I'm just gorging on influencers. Give me the recipe for success so that I may be successfully successful. The only problem is they are successful. And it's like, I don't even know how to bridge the gap between successfully unsuccessful and successfully successful. Now, I can imagine a lot of you watching me right now can relate. You have tried to be successful, you have failed at being successful, but you've got to find a way to just reframe it and say, I am successfully unsuccessful. You reframe it. It's mindset. You've got to have a growth mindset. You may be failing abysmally, tripping over your own feet, landing face down in the mud, but you did that successfully. Because you were trying. Previously, you weren't trying, so you weren't even being successfully unsuccessful. You were being unsuccessfully unsuccessful. So, you see what I'm saying? You've got to... It's like this. Now, I go to a lot of workshops. I go to a lot of seminars, and I sit in the back corner of the room with my legs crossed. Got a notepad and a pen because I'm old school, and I'm back there like this, chewing on my pen and scribbling notes. And I'm like, I snuck in here. I don't have the money to pay for this seminar. I hope nobody notices. I tried to look professional, but I don't have the money to look too professional. And I can only go to these seminars when they come through my town. But here's what I do. I put on a bold front. I raise my hands and I just talk like I own the place. I ask really deep questions about how I can be successfully successful. And I give them the framework. And I'm surprised that none of these corporate types, these influencers who go everywhere and they have thousands of people just clapping and they have all this great web presence, and you could see the video clips and they've got their own team of videographers and editors and they're clipping, and man, it's amazing. They are so successful. But I just still try to kind of dazzle them with my ignorance. I know that sounds weird, but I know this much, that when you study these influencers, these winners, these successful types, the multimillionaires, they really know how to spin it, you know? They know how to tell you exactly what to do, and yet you leave the presentation not knowing what to do. Like, when they were talking, you're like, oh, well, yeah, I'm on the wavelength, I've got it, and you're tracking it. But when they're done talking and you pack your bags and you leave, because you were auditing, and you leave through the back door, and grab some of those snacks on the way out, some of those free water bottles, and you get home and you're like, implementation time. Inflammation? That's cool. It's like implementation and inflammation. Inflammation time. I'm implementing and I'm on fire. Inflammation time. And then you start to like, I'm going to execute. I'm going to be successful. Successful. And then you're like, I don't even know what to do. What's the first thing to do? And then boom, you're like, reframe things. I'm moving. I'm on the trajectory of success. At first I'm unsuccessfully successful, and now... No, wait a minute. First I'm successfully unsuccessful, and now I'm successfully successful. And then you just get yourself in that state of hypnosis. And you're like, I can do my own seminars now. I can charge all this money. I just need to get a team of videographers and editors. And then it's like, what? I thought I was going to be like the king of the new information economy, the new knowledge industry, and I still don't know how to be successfully successful. So what I want to start doing is just like, what would Tony Robbins say to me right now? He'd say, you gotta start a business being successfully unsuccessful. You gotta meet people where they're at. And you gotta awaken the giant within and the unlimited power. And then you would just be walking across coals and helping people successfully navigate this unsuccessful predicament of getting the F off of the coals because they're too damn hot. What I'm saying is that you've got to find a way to package anything and everything and give the right framing so people will give you the money and then they'll feel good about themselves and they won't change at all. I'm telling you, that's the key to success right there. But you got to be so convincing about it that when they're listening to you, when they're reading your great copy, and when they're watching your videos, they got to feel like the world is their oyster. Like there's nothing that they can't do. And they're going to come back and keep buying and buying and buying. This is no slight on Tony Robbins. He's a master and he's doing the real deal. What I'm trying to say is I'm not ready for the real deal yet, so I'm going to take a kind of watered down version and I'm going to sell unsuccess. And I'm going to sell that as a way to be successful. So when I sell enough programs about being unsuccessful, that will be my successful program. And then I'll be able to sell successful programs because I sold unsuccessful programs. Programs how to be unsuccessful. I know this is confusing, but when you fucking buy my course, it's going to be very clear. And it's going to be expensive course. It's going to be expensive. It's going to be expensive. But it will teach you how to be unsuccessful, but successfully unsuccessful. So when you're done with it, you're going to be like, you're going to be blown away. That's all I can say. You're going to be blown away. I've got an incredible course coming for you. Incredible course. It's a pay in full, by the way, so, when you're a week in and you are dissatisfied, you're not going to get your money back, but you got to keep going. Because what we're trying to do is trying to figure out how to be satisfied with being dissatisfied. Just like we're going to be successfully unsuccessful, we are going to be satisfactorily dissatisfied. That's a promise. You're going to want your money back, and I'm going to reframe that for you. I'm going to give you a new paradigm. You're going to be able to take that feeling of being ripped off and make it work for you. And if you can do that, if you can watch your money go down the drain and turn that around and flip that script, there's nothing you can't do. So I'll just say that that's the program. That's the essence. That's the heart of the program, unless I just change it. But that's it for now. You're going to find out how to be so happy being unhappy that you're just going to want to continue to be unhappy, and that's going to be your happiness. Oh, man, I'm brilliant. See, that's what happens when I audit these Tony Robbins workshops, and I'm in the back and I'm chewing on my pen and I got my legs forward and I've got my Crocs on and my muscles just bulging out, got my beard. I'm just like, I am the savant. I'm the Einstein in the back corner taking notes, figuring out how to turn everything on its head, how to turn the industry. The industry, the whole industry itself is turned on its head with this. Right here. It's all happening here. The magic is here. Right here. Okay? So yeah, this is a paradigm shift, and you're going to want to have to get out ahead of this curve, right? Because this wave is hitting the shore at a beach near you, right? You thought crypto was a big deal. You thought AI was a big deal. Being successfully unsuccessful is the new platform, right? When you monetize that mental strategy, you're going to be able to use AI and crypto and all that stuff to your advantage, because really you've tapped into a market. I'm telling you, you have tapped into a market that's got billions of potential customers. Billions, because everybody is walking around unsuccessful, but are they walking around successfully? Unsuccessful? Do they even know that is a thing? Okay, I know that's a thing, and I know that is the, I don't know if it's the wedge, but it's the, what is it? It's the transitional zone between being unsuccessfully unsuccessful. Like, and who, once you put a name on that, it's like, who wants to be unsuccessfully unsuccessful? I want to be successfully unsuccessful. And that's the lacuna, that's the gap that we are monetizing. You're being successfully unsuccessful, and you have to do that before you can become successfully successful, right? But no one else is seeing that. No one else is doing that. And so when I train my team, and we're talking about thousands of employees here who are my coaches, who I'm going to teach how to be successfully unsuccessful. I mean, it's hard to even say it, but it'll catch on. I'm going to train them. It's going to be amazing. And we're going to have centers around the world. You can come to these centers and you can learn. And then when you have become successfully unsuccessful, then you can move on and become successfully successful. Then if you want to move on from me, I'm not going to take it personally, because I'm going to know that you needed to study with me and my team. I'm not going to neglect to mention my team in order to move on to Tony Robbins, right? And all these other influencers and life coaches and all that. So by situating myself, by sandwiching myself in between you and Tony Robbins, I get all of the fish in the sea. I am casting a super wide net. There are billions of people who don't even know what they don't even know. And so when you are ready, I'm going to teach you a skill. I know that you're excited to learn this new skill, and I know that once you learn from me how to be successfully unsuccessful, the sky is the limit.